Hi guys, so in today's video we are going to be looking at finding variables in ratios. But first let us recap what you should know from grade 7. So your teacher could have given you x plus 5 is equal to 7. Just ignore this x for now. Meaning we now needed to find the value of x. And your teachers would have written it as x plus 5 minus 5 is equal to 7 minus 5. The reason why your teachers would write or teach you to write the minus 5 and the minus 5 is because you want to get x all by itself. Plus 5 minus 5 would give us 0, and then 7 minus 5 would give us 2. So, meaning x, because now that is 0, is equal to 2, because 7 minus 5 is 2. So this is something that you should already know. But we are not dealing with this type of work. We are dealing with ratios. And remember, ratios can also be written as a fraction. Okay. So now we're going to start with the grade 8 work, which is now dealing with ratios. And if you struggle a bit with fractions, you are going to struggle here because these two go hand in hand. Okay, so the question is, if all the ratios are equal to 3:5, find the variables. Variables meaning x. It could be k, it could be l, it could even be a question mark, it could be a block, like how you would do in grade 1, 2, and 3. All is that you are doing is finding what the missing value is there. So remember in class I told you, you can write 15 is to x as what? 15 over x. The exact same thing. And if we could write this as this, meaning 3:5 can be written as 3 over 5. But what did they tell us? They are equal, meaning we put an equal sign between them. So next step, we now want x all alone, because x is all alone here. X is not alone here. It's now 15 over x. We don't like fractions. We want to get rid of the fractions. And this is now where it becomes a bit tricky if you're forgetting your multiplication of fractions, division of fractions. So if you need that, please go and revise your grade 7 work. Okay, like I said, we want the x to be all alone. So what would we do? We want the bottom one to be all alone. We times it like this, because I want the x now to be all alone. And then the reason why I times it by x over 1 here and x over 1 here, what I do to the one side, I have to do to the other side because they are equal. If I only did it to the one side, it would be wrong because it's not equal anymore. We are no longer solving for the unknown variable properly. Okay, so this is how you're going to do it. 15 times x will give us 15x over x times 1 is x. This side now. 3 times x will give us 3x over 5 times 1 will give us 5. Whoa, now we have way too many x's. We only need 1x. Remember, there's always an imaginary 1 there if there's no number in front of it. Now what's going to happen? We still need to get rid of the x's. Now what do we do? This is now where your fractions again come in. These two x's cancel out, meaning we left with 15 over 3x over 5. X is now with 3 and it's in a fraction. We do not like that. We want it by itself, meaning we now need to times by 5 to get rid of that 5. Again, why did I times it on both sides? Because what I do to the one side, I have to do to the other. These are now going to cancel each other. I'll be left with 3x, and then 15 times 5 is 75. If you need to do long multiplication, that's fine. Does it say I need 3x or does it say I need x? Meaning I need to get x by itself. Meaning I now need to divide by 3, 75 divided by 3, because this is multiplication. This is, in a way, 3x is the same as 3 times x, in case you didn't know. And the opposite of multiplication is division. These 3 now cancel out to give us x, and then 75 divided by 3 if you need to do long division. If you don't, you know it in your head. The answer is 25. Meaning, therefore, 15 is to 25. We solved for x. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, now they gave us the ratio of C is to 75. Remember I told you C could be represented by a question mark, by a P, by a Q, by an L, by a smiley face. All that we are doing is trying to find what that missing value is. Okay, and remember it is still 3 is to 5, meaning this can be written now as C over 75. And if I can write it like that, meaning 3 is to 5, I can write it as 3 over 5. And remember, what did they say they are? Equal, meaning I now need to put an equal sign there. Okay. The C is now not alone. It is over 75. I want the C to be all alone. Now what do I have to do? Remember what I said? You want to get rid of the bottom number, you have to times it. Why did I times it on both sides? Because what I do to the one side, I have to do to the other. Okay. Then now I have, oopsie. Now I have C times 75 is 75C. 75 times 1 is 75. 3 times 75 is 225. If you need to do long multiplication, can. Then 5 times 1 is 5. The C is still not alone. But then now, what can I do? These two cancel each other out. C is equal to, if you need to do long division, you can, and you'll get the answer 45. Meaning it is 45 to 75, because C is what we were looking for. Okay, now I have another one. I have now N is to 895. Exactly the same question. I just now need to find N. And if you've been following, we can write this as a fraction, as N over 895. And what is it equal to? 3 over 5. And then what did they say they are? Equal, meaning we write the equal sign over there. We want N by itself, not N over 895, meaning we times by 895 over 1 is equal to 3 over 5 times 895 over 1. Why did I do that? Because what I do to the one side, I have to do to the other. Okay. N times 895 is 895 N over 895 times 1 is 895 equals to, then 3 times 895 is 2685. Can do long multiplication there. Then 5 times 1 is 5. What can I do here? These two cancel out, meaning N is equal to, what is now 685 divided by 5? It is 537, meaning it is now 537 is to 895.